Hi, I'm Grant. This is Dad Crafted, and these are Star Wars coasters that I made on my Glowforge. All right, let's go. Getting started on a Glowforge is supposed to be the easiest of all the lasers that you can buy. And so far that seems pretty true to me, but I don't want to get started and use other people's files. I want to make my own stuff. So that means learning how to make my own digital art.
With this tool, I shall give birth to art!
Oh boy.
So if you've watched my channel before, you know that I'm really into Star Wars. So I thought a good intro project would be to try and make some Star Wars coasters. Coasters are small, they're pretty simple, and it'd give me a chance to make my own artwork. And I like drinks.
Drinks.
And I might as well have a cool looking place to set them. And I had this idea to make some faces and some helmets and put some titles underneath them, but instead of just naming them, you know, Darth or Luke, I would put somewhat clever stuff like Mentor or Dad. So, stick around to see how I made all this happen. And if you're looking to get a set of these for yourself, check the link in the description that'll take you to my Etsy store. Or, if you want a sweet t-shirt, good, check the link to my spring store. I got some of these available there too. Alright, let's go. So, I got started doing the artwork on Procreate on my iPad. I got into Procreate a few months back before I got the laser. I usually prefer my apps to be free, so when I saw the $10 price tag on Procreate, I kind of flinched at first. But then I reminded myself that I've spent more money on a beer at a baseball game than this app.
You really need beer. You need a chug beer. You need to light here.
And while that gave me maybe 30 minutes of enjoyment, this should be like countless hours of creativity and awesomeness. So I got it. And I'm really glad I did. It's really easy to use. There are a plethora of YouTube videos out there.
Would you say I have a plethora?
A what?
A plethora.
Oh, yes. You have a plethora.
That you can watch and get started in, you know, like less than 10 minutes and learn the basics and be up and running in no time. The snap feature the app has is pretty slick. You simply just hold your line for a second or two and the line will snap into place. You can do the same thing with arcs where you can draw a curve and it'll snap into kind of a more straight curve than your squiggly hand as you shakily tried to draw it across the iPad screen. My method is simply find an image online that I wanted to draw, pull it into the app, add an extra layer, and then dial back the opacity on that image layer. So I'm essentially doing kind of a trace of a photograph. Once I had my drawing done in Procreate, I brought that image into Gimp, which is a free photo editing software that you can download online. Again, there are a million tutorials already on YouTube about how to use Gimp and all the different things you can do there. And I find this tool really handy, and I've been using it ever since I started the YouTube channel to make my thumbnails, and it's where I design my logo. From there, I bring the image into Inkscape to convert it into a vector, meaning it'll be a laser-friendly file with no background white, and it'll be able to be resized without losing any image quality. Again, there are more videos on how to do this, but the easiest way I've found how to do it is to select Trace Bitmap, adjust the brightness threshold up to around 0.55, and then click Apply. And then you can get rid of the original image. Do a quick save as, and then you've got an SVG file. But that was just for the engraving. I still need to cut out a circle. So I simply go to Gimp and make a circle, but you still have to convert it to Inkscape so that you can make it into a cut line in the Glowforge app. But there's a trick. If you simply turn the line red, you have a problem. The Glowforge app will actually read that as two lines, as it wants to cut out both the inside and the outside of your line. To get around that, here's what you do. Trace your bitmap again and get rid of the original image. Select your image, and then on your Fill and Stroke menu, X out the selected. Then click the Stroke Paint tab and select the first square. It should be flat color. And now you've got two circle lines. Then, with your image selected, click the path on the menu and select Break Apart. Now you should be able to select either circle and just delete one. Now you've got one single circle that will be your cut line. Alright, the hard part's over. Now it's just a matter of bringing everything into the Glowforge app and trying to do one big cut. I chose to bring several circles in, and then just upload my engraves one at a time, and size them until they fit inside the circle, and then I'll just hit go and let the laser do the fun part. Not too bad. That is pretty freaking cool. At first I was a little nervous about the sanding, like it was going to take some of the lines away, so I did it all by hand. But I got over that in a hurry and then quickly broke out the orbital and realized that that works way better, and it doesn't damage anything at all. I should mention, for the Emperor and Yoda images, since they had shading that I wanted to keep, I didn't convert them to SVGs, I just pulled these into the Glowforge app as PNG images. After cutting a bunch, I did several rounds of polyurethane with some sanding in between, and some light sanding at the end. If you like what you saw here, check out my Glowforge unboxing video where I go through what it was like to open this thing for the first time and some of the first cuts that I did. Or check out my Star Wars playlist that I've got queued up, and be sure to check out all the projects that I've made from a galaxy far, far away. Thank you guys so much for watching.